chilling here right now. I got my computer knocking out some late night work. Got the candle. It's a vibe, right? In my own apartment, and this is one of the first YouTube videos that I made besides the vlog last Sunday in my apartment. And it feels surreal being here right now because I told myself I was gonna move out and I moved out. And I'm here right now. After getting rejected and denied here multiple times, I finally made it through, and I literally prayed for this moment right here. Even though it's shared housing, even though it's some of the cheapest rent that I could find. Do you understand? This is what I fucking prayed for. And I am beyond grateful to be here. But there is another level for me to reach. There is always going to be another goal to hit. Another place where I want to get to. And that will always be the same. Doesn't matter if I'm 24, 34, 54. I will always want to have that next step. And I think that's, as men, something that we are designed for. My name's Aidenhatchett. Why you should even listen to me, I'm an online fitness coach, and I rebuilt my physique coming back from an ACL injury, from a skinny little boy with shitty habits into a man who is back, lean, best shape of my life, and I continue to grow despite challenges, despite me still having to deal with this ACL injury, despite me, etc., etc. I don't care, bro. I want to grow. And so I'm here in this video. This is kind of just a rant on why you need discipline and direction in your life. I was just making some stories on my IG. If you're not following me on my IG, it's at aidenhatchett. But I was making some stories tonight about how God has given us blessings and we don't even realize it. And we're likely right in the middle of what we prayed for. And how there will always be that next level. And God has gave us a hole in our heart to fulfill through Him. And we only can do that with discipline and direction. There is no other way, because if you are constantly giving into your flesh, if you are constantly feeding your flesh and bones, and you are not starving it in order to feed the spirit through discipline, through direction, then you will suffer. That hole will continue to grow because it is like a black hole. Your flesh is like a black hole. You can never get enough of that shit. But you always end up feeling more empty. And what I'm talking about is, when I say feed your flesh, what does that mean? Let me break it down like you're a kindergartner. Feeding your flesh, that means doing what feels good in the moment, even though you know it's not good for you long term. Whether that's smoking, drinking, having sex, doing bullshit, staying up late, playing video games. Stuff like this, as a man, that you should be outgrowing. You should continue to push yourself and step into discomfort and step into discipline and direction. To me, that's feeding my flesh, and that's what it means. Versus reading the Bible, versus making a piece of content, versus going to the gym, versus working on the business, versus actually building real relationships, versus talking with God, versus doing the stuff that you know is going to push you forward as a man. That is our duty as a man, that aligns with being able to protect and provide. I'm not saying you can't ever have fun, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't live a life and rest sometimes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying living aligned with the man who you know you can become. I'm saying restricting your flesh in order to grow the spirit. Because that is what is required. And if you truly want to feel fulfilled, if you truly want to be at peace when you put your head down at your pillow at night, You need to be constantly pursuing discipline and direction. The people who say, yeah, I find my peace in drugs. Yeah, I find my peace in girls. Yeah, I found my peace in video games. Yeah, I found my peace in this or that or that. Bro, they're lying. Maybe that's for them. And maybe they're not lying. Maybe they do actually find a little peace there. But that's not my story. And I highly doubt that that is their truth. They're lying to themselves, because I've been in each of those positions. I've been the kid who had the bad habits. I've been the kid who watched a bunch of porn. I've been the kid who chased the girl. I've been the kid who drank and went to the bars and went to the arcades. And I've been the kid who played the video games. I've been the kid who smoked a bunch of weed for 7 years. I've been the kid. I've done that shit. I'm telling you, bro, the only way out, the only way that you can actually fulfill that void in your heart that you know is there, and you feel it, and you are wondering what is it, you can fulfill it through God. And that takes discipline and direction and feeding your spirit and starving your flesh and doing what you know is right. That is it. That is the only way. That is the only way. And it sucks that I don't hear this more often, because you can have anything you want in your life. I love listening to Andrew Tate, bro. His messaging, the way he speaks, the way he pronounces, like, bro, that shit is heat to me. And I love that motivation. There's a couple big speakers I like listening to on a daily basis. Andrew Tate. Andy Frisella is another guy. Motherfucking CEO. Golly, he's a dog. And then John Mark. Like, these guys I love listening to. And so this is just something that, you know, keeps me motivated. It's surrounding myself in the metaverse with men who are way ahead of me, but who I aspire to be like, and who I kind of compare myself to. And that's just who I've been listening to the last couple weeks on a daily basis. And yet, not all of them overlap. Not all of them talk about the exact same things, but it always aligns with discipline and direction. Always. And that's what I find, bro. If you're truly about this personal development shit, if you're truly about leveling yourself up as a man, that is what it takes. Now, this has been purely mindset. I want to give you actual instruction, something that you can do, leave with after this video, because I know this was a rant. I want you, number one, drop all your vices. I don't give a fuck what kind of vice you have. For me, right now, my biggest thing that I'm working on is absolutely no Netflix, absolutely no fucking YouTube movies or bullshit like those. I used to go on the website, on the gomovies.com, like the pirate website the pirate movie website, and I could watch any movie I want. Like, bro, entertainment is at your fingertips. I caught myself talking to ChatGPT. I'm like, bro, I wish I was born in the 1980s where I had to go to a fucking movie theater. I remember being in 2010 with the Redbox and Blockbuster, right? My family had to go buy the DVDs. I remember Blockbuster. Netflix came out and all that shit went away. Instantaneous. Dopamine at your fingertips right now. So that's one of my biggest things. Even it's not weed, it's not alcohol, but that, because that connects to everything else. At least for me, bro. At least for me. What else? Drop all your vices. You can't be this guy who has vices throughout your day and expect to lead a family or build a business or build a physique. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I see men online doing it. I see men drinking and smoking and still being in shape. Yeah, you can be in shape. But are you truly disciplined? Are you truly having direction? Do you truly have God in your life? Do you truly lead your family in the best way possible, your business in the best way possible, and push to your potential? That's what I care about. I'm not optimizing for fun. I'm not optimizing for that. I want purpose. So that's number one. Number two, find a schedule and stick with it. Wake up time, stick with it. And that honestly is going to force you to go to bed on time. That's going to force you, see, it's 8:40 right now, 8:50 for me right now. I wake up at 6, so I know I need to be in bed by 10 in order to get 8 to 7 hours of sleep. So find a wake up time and stick to that shit. For the longest time, that was hard as fuck for me. I moved into these apartments. In the last couple weeks, I've been up before my alarm. There's been 1 or 2 days where I was like, I struggled. I think that was yesterday or 2 days ago, where it was hard for me to wake up and I really struggled. But every other day I was fucking dialed. Fucking dialed, bro. Find a wake up time, stick with it, drop all your vices. And if you don't already have fitness as your foundation, you need to find that. You need to build a physique. And if you already built a physique and you already have your mindset strong, you have your habits dialed, okay, cool. Keep relentlessly executing. Find God and evolve and evaluate. There becomes this feeling when you actually find God and you actually get close to him, you draw near him and he draws near to you. And it gets to a point where, bro, if I die right now, I know I'm going to meet my creator. And when that happens, have I repented? Have I actually lived a life aligned to God? And that's what I care about. And that takes discipline and direction, and that takes starving your flesh and bone in order to feed the spirit. That is the only way. And that's how I started this video, and that's how I'm going to end this video. I appreciate you for watching. If you watched all the way through, my name again, Aiden Hatchett, online fitness coach. If you want to work with me one-on-one and get in the best shape of your life through discipline and direction by using the Forge formula, go ahead and click the link down below. If you're not ready yet, go watch all the other YouTube videos I made this year. I've made a shit ton of videos and I'm not done. Not fucking done. So we're gonna keep this moving. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.